Well, she calls it the EU's man on the moon moment. The new European Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen, has unveiled her much-awaited Green Deal. The plan aims to make the EU the world's first carbon-neutral continent by 2050. It will include €100 billion to help member states move away from fossil fuels and towards renewable energies. EU heads of state and government will be meeting in Brussels this Thursday to discuss the details.
Our goal is to reconcile the economy with our planet, to reconcile the way we produce, the way we consume with our planet, and to make it work for our people. Therefore, the European Green Deal is on one hand about cutting emissions, but on the other hand about creating jobs and boosting innovation. We do not have all the answers yet. Today is the start of a journey. But this is Europe's man on the moon moment.
Well, let's get more from our correspondent, Maeve McMahon, who's for us there in Brussels. Well, hi there to you, Maeve. Well, we just heard Ursula von der Leyen say Europe's man on the moon movement, but it is going to require €100 billion of investment. So could that ultimately make or break her Green Deal?
Absolutely. What she was also saying there, Ursula von der Leyen, is this will not be easy. This is just the start, if you like, of a very long roadmap towards reaching that goal. She said as well, over the next 20-30 years, some 50 actions will be taking place during this man on the moon moment for Europe. She said that she'll be aligning all the sectors that she has under control, from transport to energy, agriculture, to make sure that they're green, to make sure that this is a green growth pact for Europe. The big question, of course, on everyone's lips is, where will those €100 billion come from? I mean, this just transition mechanism that should not leave anyone behind. I quote Ursula von der Leyen there saying, leaving no one behind should be at the core of this European Green Deal. Well, it's at the moment still very vague on where that money will come from, but according to officials, it will come from the EU budget. It will come as well from national budgets. Also, the European Investment Bank over in Luxembourg will be getting involved in order to mobilise enough money, because according to Ursula von der Leyen, people all around Europe are changing their habits in order to try and save the climate, and it's up to the European Commission to do the same, to set example on the world stage and reach those ambitious targets.
Maeve, set an example, but not everyone's on board, are they?
No, they are not. Now, here in the European Parliament, Ursula von der Leyen is speaking to MEPs. MEPs are welcoming this European Green Deal, but a number of member states will be a little bit less welcoming when she speaks to them tomorrow over at the European Council, especially countries from the east of Europe, like Hungary, like Poland, and like the Czech Republic. Countries that are highly dependent on coal industry, for example, that provide a lot of jobs, a lot of employment. So Ursula von der Leyen specified that she'd be helping them with this transition, making sure that they can reach their targets in a sustainable way by, of course, providing that money that will come from this Just Transition Fund. But expect a lot of debates tomorrow at that European summit taking place here in Brussels on this very topic.
OK, and you are at the European Parliament. And Maeve, just briefly now, this will ultimately have to go through the European Parliament, and that could prove also a difficult balancing act.
It could be very difficult because, of course, every single MEP here has a different say. For the Green Party, for example, here in the Parliament, and for the United Left, the far left group, this deal does not go far enough. They want to see more concrete proposals. They want to see more legislative proposals coming out. They feel like today's talk from Ursula von der Leyen is just fancy words. But if you speak to MEPs from the other side of the spectrum, they feel that this is going too far. It's once again bossy Brussels telling EU member states what they should be doing. But Ursula von der Leyen, the new German Commission President, has promised that the European Green Deal will be her project, her pet project, if you like, her way to prove herself on the global stage over the next 5 years. It will not, of course, be an easy task.